Lesson 14, Creating Miscellaneous Masters. In this chapter, we'll discuss about the standard narration, material center, unit conversion, miscellaneous masters, which will cover discount structure, markup structure, and other bulk updations. These are all part of our masters, and we are discussing this masters jointly and name this chapter as Miscellaneous Master. So in this chapter, we'll have a look at all these masters. First of all, we'll start with the standard narration. We'll go to Administration Masters menu, Standard Narration option. Standard narration is defining in advance the narrations that you can further use in your vouchers. For example, in sales voucher or any other voucher type, you mention certain narrations, then you can predefine those narrations, and at the time of voucher entry you can pick them using the F4 shortcut key. So here first of all we are creating a standard narration for sales voucher type. We have selected the voucher type as sales and we have written the narration as being goods sold on credit basis. This means whenever you enter a sales voucher and press F4 key, then the list of these standard narrations that we are creating using the standard narration master will appear on screen, and you can pick the narration from there only, and you do not need to type it again and again. Next, we are creating one more narration for the voucher type receipt. Here we have given the narration as check subject to realization. Similarly, you can create any number of standard narrations for each voucher type. Here we have created standard narration for sales, receipt, and we can use them in these vouchers by pressing the F4 key and picking the required narration. Next, we will be discussing the Material Center Master. Material Center, as we have discussed earlier, also can be any place where you keep your goods or stock, be it your almirah, retail outlets, godowns, showroom. So these are all called material centers in Busy. At the time of company creation, Busy creates certain material center, but if you need to create more material center master, you can do so by using the material center add option. So we will be going to material center add option, specify the name of the material center, its alias, print name, group. If you remember, we have created material center group retail outlet north in our previous chapter, so we are selecting the same group here. And then is your stock account, that is which stock account is to be affected whenever the goods are dispatched from this material center or are received on this material center. Then is reflect stock in balance sheet, that is you want to reflect the stock of this material center in the balance sheet or not. If you specify no in this data field, then the stock of this particular material center will not be reflected in the balance sheet. This is needed in case of scrap or junk items, which means if you have a material center where you keep only the scrap or the junk items, then obviously you would not want that stock to be reflected in balance sheet. So you can specify no in this data field. However, we are specifying yes here. You can also specify default sales purchase account with this material center if you have selected the material center option with the tag sales account data field that appears in the features option inventory tab. We have discussed this option in our earlier chapter also. Next, you can specify the address of the material center and click save button to save the material center master. Next, we are discussing unit master. Unit can be defined as any measurement unit in which you measure the items, for example, dozens, kgs, liter, milliliter. By default, at the time of company creation, Busy creates a lot of unit masters, that is the units that are standardized and are worldwide accepted. Other units that you want to create, you can create by using the unit add option. Here we are creating the unit bags. Specify its name, print name, and click save button to save the unit master. When we open the unit in the modify mode, you can see a lot of unit masters are already created at the time of company creation. Next is unit conversion master. Using unit conversion master, you can define a conversion factor between the two units. For example, conversion factor between the dozen and the pieces is 12, as one dozen contain 12 pieces. Busy creates certain unit conversions master at the time of company creation, but you can create another unit conversions using the unit conversion add option. Here you can specify the main unit, subunit. Here we have taken the main unit as bags, subunit as kgs, and the conversion factor between these two units. Conversion factor can vary. For example, a bag may contain 20 kgs of rice or it may contain 50 kgs of rice, so conversion factor can change at the time of data entry. Here we are just creating a unit conversion, that is we are specifying a relation between the two units, main unit and subunit, and specifying a default conversion factor for it. Specifying a unit conversion is beneficial that within item with which you tag any one of these unit, that is main unit or subunit, then you can transact with that item in both these units and you can view the reports in both the units, main unit and subunit. Also, the conversion factor you specify here, it can vary at the time of data entry. You can specify a different conversion factor at the time of data entry. So this is unit conversion master. Next we'll go to miscellaneous master. We'll discuss first the discount structure master. Specify the name of the discount structure. Then we are taking it as simple discount. Option of compound discount is not available in our basic edition. It's available in our higher editions. Next is amount of discount to be fed as absolute amount, per packaging quantity, per main quantity or per alternate quantity. And then if you select the percentage option, then you need to specify that percentage is to be calculated on item price, item MRP or item amount. Next, specify the caption for the discount, and then is the account posting, that is account posting other than the sale purchase account posting other than party, and then you can specify the account head to post and whether the discount structure will affect the cost of goods, yes or no. So you can specify data accordingly and click save button to save the discount structure master. Similar to discount structure is the markup structure master. You can see on the screen currently markup structure option is not appearing in the miscellaneous master. This is because we have not configured it using the features options inventory tab. Now we'll go to the configuration features option inventory tab. Here you can see with the item wise discount type option we have selected the simple discount option. But with the item wise markup type we have selected the option not required. Now we are changing it to simple markup. So after selecting this option, click save button to save this configuration. Now when you come to the miscellaneous master, you can see the option of markup structure is appearing and you can create markup structures using the markup structure add option. Next is emirates. Using emirates option you can modify or add any new emirate, and then is country, you can modify or add a new country. After this we'll discuss the bulk updations menu. Under bulk updation, first option is of check update parties TRN Emirates. Using this option you can check the parties TRN and Emirates of multiple parties on a single screen. On selecting this option, next we are selecting the all accounts option, and here this is showing the list of all the accounts. You can modify the TRN and Emirates of any party using this screen. Next is check update item code tax category. Using this option you can check and update item tax category and item tax code. On the screen you can see list of items is appearing along with its VAT tax code and tax category. At the bottom you can see two options. First is update VAT tax code in all rows. When you click this option, basically a window will appear and you can specify a tax code in that particular window, and the tax code you will specify will be updated in all the rows that are appearing on the screen. Next is update tax category in all items. Using this option you can update the tax category in all the items. Currently the tax category is set to 5%. If you mention tax category is 1% in the window, then 1% will be updated in all the items that are appearing on the screen. Next is multiple account creation modification. Using this option you can create multiple accounts using a single screen, or you can make modification in multiple accounts using a single screen. First here options are appearing add new master, modify existing master. We are selecting modify existing master option, and then you need to select the key field, that is name or alias, which will be the key field, that is the unique identifier on the basis of which we'll modify the masters. We have selected the name option here. Then is select fields. You can see the list, that is the columns appearing on the screen, can add more columns into it, or you can remove certain columns from here. On selecting the select fields option, it is showing the available fields and the fields you have selected. So here we are adding account email field also to the list. So you can see on the screen email column has started appearing. Next is load masters. Using load masters you can load the list of masters in which you want to make a modification. Here we are selecting the sundry debtors option. Only one account is currently created under this group and that account is appearing on screen. We are updating its email ID. Next we are again going to this option, and now we have opted for all accounts option, and now we are selecting the accounts of our own choice. We have selected 3 accounts, and you can see on the screen we are making modifications in updating the email IDs of the party in which the email ID is not yet updated. Again, we are going to this option, that is multiple account creation modification, and now we are selecting the add new master option, that is we want to create the new master. Specify the name, alias, group name, opening balance, previous balance, email ID, any other data you want to input, then you can select that field using the select fields button. So here we have created two parties, and one is sundry debtor and one is sundry creditor, using this particular screen only. So this is the benefit of this screen. You can create multiple account masters, or you can modify multiple account master using only a one screen. Then is multiple item creation modification option. This option is totally similar to multiple account creation modification option. Using this option you can modify multiple items in one go, or you can create multiple items in one go. Next is multiple tax category creation modification. Using this option you can make changes or edit multiple tax categories, or you can create multiple tax categories. Here we are creating a new tax category master with the name 2%, type goods, rate of tax local 2, and tax on MRP no. Click save button to save this configuration. Now we'll go to our tax category master. In the modify mode you can see 2% tax category is appearing. This is what we have just created using the bulk updation multiple tax category creation modification option. Next, if we see the list of the account master in modify mode, then you can see Zayed Traders. This we have just created. This account is appearing in the list. So this is all we have to discuss in this chapter, that is standard narration master, material center master, unit conversion, discount markup structures, and the bulk updations. At the end of the chapter we have provided certain exercise. You can view the exercise on screen and attempt it. Hope after going through this chapter you would be able to easily use and create these masters in Busy. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.